out here in my shop this morning. I'm going to be working on a little project I've been wanting to do for a while. It's a 12-inch disc sander, and as I mentioned before in probably some of my other videos, I model everything up and make drawings, so I know exactly how everything's going to fit together, and also some of these parts I'm going to be cutting out on my CNC router over there. So I spent the early part of the morning getting those programmed, and I've got those on my little flash drive here, so I'm going to fire up the CNC machine and start cutting out some of these parts. I've got an old quarter horsepower fan motor here that I've had for quite some time, and I think it'll do nicely for that. And I'm going to use this little pulley I got at the hardware store the other day, and use that to modify this to mount the disc. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get started cutting these parts. Okay, I've got a few parts already cut on my CNC. I've got my base made here, and these are some parts I cut on my CNC, and you can kind of see how this is going to hold this motor. I've had this glued up here. I can probably pull these off now. But, this is the old motor I had, and I just made this little frame for the motor to sit in. I've got my disc ready to mount, and I've got to put some screws through there and countersink those. And I've got to put some hanger bolts right on this piece here, so it will hold that motor nice and snug. But I've still got a few more pieces to cut on the CNC. I've got to do the table and the guard part. So I've got just a few more pieces, so we'll start working on those on the CNC router. Okay, I got all the parts finished on my 12-inch disc sander that I've been working on this weekend. You might notice there's one thing I'm missing is the sanding disc itself. I thought that was something I was just going to be able to run over to Lowe's or Home Depot and pick up, but apparently they don't carry anything that big, so I'm going to end up ordering one off of McMaster Car. I've already looked there, and they have some of it online. They're all different sizes and different grits and everything that you can get. But I've made mine. This one is made very similar to somebody else that has one on YouTube. They didn't have any plans, but I looked very closely at their pictures and tried to basically design mine around that one. And one big difference, I guess, on mine is with my CNC machine, well, you can't even see them actually, but right here where these little trunnions are, I made those out of some half-inch high-density polyethylene, so they're very slick. And okay, I thought I'd take this off so you can get a look at how I did the trunnion here. And like I said, this is made out of some high-density polyethylene half-inch, and it's really slick, so it makes it work pretty well. So, and I've got this side here where it will screw on so that I can't get the thing off, because if I glued it up I wouldn't be able to get it off just right. So back this one up here. As you can see, it it does slide very, very smoothly, so I could lock it down and do a 45-degree bevel, and also pull it back up to 90. So one thing I haven't done, I haven't bothered putting a switch on here. I just got the plain old power cord from my fan, and I'll probably leave it like that for now. Most of the time when I'm using something like this that doesn't have a switch, I just plug it into one of those power strips and use the switch off of that. But I'll turn this thing around here so you can kind of get an idea of what I did here. Here you can see this is the old fan motor. This is off one of those old commercial fans, and I've had it for several years, I guess. And I used my CNC router to cut these parts, put some hanger bolts in here to fasten the motor down good, and then also used my CNC router to cut these pieces here to make a cover or guard, if you will. But it turned out pretty good. I may end up putting some feet on it. I think that's one thing I haven't done that the other guy on YouTube did, was put some feet on it. But anyway, it looks like it's going to work pretty good, and I've been needing a sander here in my shop for a long time, and I'm excited to finally have one that I can use. But anyway, thanks for watching, and subscribe to my channel and watch for future videos. Thank you.